Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 2nd of October, 2023. Incidentally, as I'm trying to come in here and film the Daily Wrap and finish up my streaming day, I had to use the bathroom before I did so. Jasper Kitty goes crazy. He's, full of energy because it's cool now. It's the fall. And he wants to come in the office. I'm like, I gotta shut the door. I gotta still record. I got stuff to do. We're fighting in the hallway. He's biting my hand and scratching it all up, as you can see. What a nut. But I had to put him in the bedroom and close the door. I said, you're just going to get stuck in here for like 15 minutes then while I film. Anyway, so how did today go? Overall, I had a really good day today, honestly. Went better than I was hoping, actually. Well, not better than I was hoping, but better than I had feared is what I should say. Because I was really nervous about tonight in Street Fighter. We'll talk about that. So, first of all, today's Level 1 podcast did not have a ton to cover. No gaming news or anything going on right now, notably because, the new releases start to hit later this week, I should say, with Assassin's Creed Mirage, and then there's a Modern Warfare 3 beta, and then there's more stuff coming out. So, with all that on the horizon, there's not much going on in news. So, instead, we basically just had kind of a chill podcast, talking a bunch about, Lies of P and how I like how the game is progressing, and then a lot of Q&A, a lot of various different topics discussed, which was fun. So it was a more relaxed podcast. And then we jumped into Lies of P, and let me tell you, Lies of P, still really good. I mean, we are on chapter 9 and 10, that's what I did today, and still introducing new enemies, still introducing new lore, interesting boss fights, callback boss fights with different variations and phases and stuff. And I'm like, dude, this game, man, they did an outstanding job on it. They really, really did. It's like they knew that Bloodborne 2 will never get made, so they made Bloodborne 1.5 and called it something different, but made some variations. The gameplay feels a little bit more like Sekiro than Bloodborne, but it's just so fun. I had a great time. Now, did I just steamroll everything today? No, I did not. I died, a few times on various different enemies. There were various different bosses and things that I fought, and I really enjoyed it. Good news is, not lots of progress today. Started using a whole new weapon, pretty much, learned this weapon. There was some big plot twists and stuff. And now we are in position for the end game. However, from what I'm to understand, the end game of Lies of P is quite challenging and lengthy. Basically, the final chapter lies ahead of us. But the final chapter of Lies of P is incredibly long, like 3 to 4 hours long. Plus, from what I'm to understand, the final bosses of the game, there's like several of them during the challenge, during this challenging chapter, and they are tough. They're not just like simple, steamroll through. They're pretty hard, and a lot of people are saying this is absolutely the toughest part of the game coming up. So, I'm happy because I like the game so much, I can't wait for that level of challenge, and that should be starting on Wednesday, okay? Tonight, it was my first ever session of Street Fighter 6 at the master level. While most people who've been playing this game in Hitmaster kept playing, I kept going back and trying other characters. And this was the first night where I really sat down and said, let's try a character at the master level. And it was Blanca. Now, admittedly, I was nervous. Why? I'm rusty with Blanca. Blanca is a character who I played a ton with at first. Then I started picking other characters. Then I went back to him 2 months ago when I swapped from Xbox to PS5. Then I stopped playing him again for over a month to focus on Honda and Lily and then Aki. So going back to him tonight was a little iffy, all right? What I can tell you is this, all right? I didn't lose the entire night. Thankfully, I won matches. There were matches I steamrolled, and I got a double perfect. Go figure. At the same time, there were matches where I was getting also my ass handed to me. But most of the matches lied somewhere in between. I'd be curious overall if I won more than I lost. But the way that Master works is kind of weird. Like, I know that I won a good amount of matches, yet it still said that I was down a bunch of Master rank points by the end of the night. And I'm like, so does that mean that if you lose a certain amount of matches, I was not looking at all at how many points you win or lose at all. That's the thing. Like, I think what happened was initially I lost a bunch of matches. I'm rusty and everything. Then I started to get back into my stride and win, but I was winning far less points per match than I had lost initially, if that makes any sense. And I don't know how that works. I don't know how the master points work. By the end of the night, I had gained like 2,500 match points, which is battle points. But that's because you win a ton of battle points per fight when you're playing at master. I think you earn like 100 to 150 points per win. But of course, you lose points when you lose as well, right? So I don't really know exactly how this works yet. It was my first night, and I couldn't really judge. So overall, I don't know how many matches I won and how many matches I lost. Okay, I wasn't tracking. I know people are tracking, and I'll know by tomorrow. But what I can say is this: one clear-cut pattern that we all noticed. Okay, the vast majority of players in Master are playing on PC. The vast majority. Because if they were playing on PlayStation, it tells you. Otherwise, it has the cross-platform. We already know a very small amount of players bought Street Fighter 6 on Xbox. It's a very small amount. I think the stats were like 10 or 15%. Tiny, okay? So a very small sample size. And when it says, oh, cross-platform, that means I'm primarily playing against PC players. All night, I mean, we were looking hard. I think I played 2 or maybe 3 PlayStation players in a 2.5-hour stream. That's very small. And by the way, those are the people whose asses I beat. It was. Those are the people who I got in a steamroll. Everyone else is playing on PC. And the weird thing about that, I hate to say it, is that I seem to be dropping a lot of inputs playing these players. I'm playing against people, and here it comes. My big, punish combo. All right, neutral jump, roundhouse, standing roundhouse, fierce punch, stops comboing. Huh? It's a 3-hit combo. It's the easiest combo with Blanca. Why is it not working? And it happened a lot tonight. Where I had opportunity. Oh, they did a level 3 super. I blocked it. Here we go. Roundhouse. Fierce punch doesn't hit. Huh? It's the easiest fucking combo. How are you going to tell me it doesn't work? And I'm sorry to say, I have to say, it has something to do with the platform and the netcode. It seems to me that the reason the vast majority of people play this game on PC is because they have discovered less input lag and way less dropped inputs playing it on PC than you get on console. And that's bullshit. It's not fair that it's an unfair playing advantage now at the top levels. I didn't necessarily notice it in the lower levels, likely because then the skill level is way more prominent. But now I'm starting to see it. There were tons of matches tonight. I would say at least 10 whole sets that I had won. Standing roundhouse, Blanca ball super. It gives me standing roundhouse, standing medium punch super. Huh? Zero directional input. Not even like not even a step forward. It just dropped the whole directional input on me. Like, what the hell? And this was happening all night. This was not a one-time thing. And the thing is, I really feel like it's because at this level, all right, you're playing your hardest and you need everything to come out, and the game just says, oh, well, if someone's playing on PC, they will always get everything. You drop your side because you're on console. You're the plebeian. I think that's bullshit. That's not fair. It essentially means I have to play twice as good, twice as fast, twice as reacting, and I have to be, like, flawless. That's nonsense. And I'm sorry. I have to be honest. I can't sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm pissed off that this game does not have an equivalent experience depending on the platform you play it on. This is why there's so many people playing it on PC who are pro players. Go ahead and ask most pro players right now what version are they playing. They're going to say PC. That's not fair. I don't have a high-end gaming PC rig to play this on, so I'm at a distinct disadvantage, right? Well, every console player I play against, I'm spanking at the master level, but as soon as the PC players come out, it's like, my moves don't come out. I can't block on reaction. Combos drop. What is going on? So, the truth is, I was pleased, and here's why. I did hang with these people. It wasn't like, oh my God, Phil's at master level, and here we go. Spanking, 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 spanking. It wasn't like that at all. All right? I was definitely hanging, and like I said, I'd be curious to see. I probably did lose more than I won, but at the same time, I was kind of expecting that. I'm just happy that I did get the wins I did, and that, overall, there was some progress. And I feel like the more I play with Blanca at master, I'll get better. I am rusty with the character. I'll probably get better the further in we get. But it is disheartening to see that it seems like almost everyone has an advantage on me just because I don't have an expensive gaming PC. That's pretty bullshit, and I think Capcom should actually be called out for that and say, what is going on that you can't make them equivalent, and now people have all these dropped inputs and shit. What is going on, right? Because it's funny. People are like, oh, well, why aren't other people saying that? Because other pro players play on PC. They all fucking play on PC, dude. The pro players all invested in high-end PCs. They got sponsorships with fucking teams and shit. They bought them these PCs to play it on. That's exactly why. They're not seeing the problems that the console players will be having. Anyway, I had a good time. And overall today, I want to say thank you to anyone who attended, engaged, supported. Solid day of streams. Zero complaints from me. I am looking to try to get some more members by the end of the week because we lost a ton this week. A lot of memberships have expired, and I was hoping to get some more back. It has been kind of stagnant on the membership side, but outside of that, I'm pleased with how it did. Solid day of streaming, solid day of support and everything. So good stuff. All right. Now tomorrow we're mixing it up. Tomorrow it's going to be Resident Evil 4 Remakes Separate Ways DLC, the hardcore run, continuing on. I'm 3 hours in, and I'm going to do another 3 hours of gameplay on the first stream tomorrow. Tomorrow night is Starfield Chill Fun, and we just finished the UC Vanguard plotline as well as Barrett's companion quest. So now we're going to go on to the story with Constellation. There's 2 Constellation story missions to do, and I think I want to start with Sam Coe because he looks like he's a new companion, and I definitely want a new companion. I'm tired of having Barrett. I've had him for like 15 hours. So we'll do that. We'll get Sam Coe recruited. We'll mix that up. We'll try to get him recruited as my companion, and we'll go from there wherever the game takes us. If you're wondering, oh, when's more Liza P and Street Fighter? That's all day Wednesday. It's Liza P first stream, Street Fighter late stream. Okay? So let me know what you think. Watch the gameplay. Good news is I didn't get angry with Street Fighter tonight, and that's the thing. Like, that's the key. Even if I'm losing, as long as I'm not losing my cool, I don't mind. This is just step 1 of me getting adjusted to playing at this higher level in Master, and sadly getting used to a lot of issues with inputs, which it seems like is going to happen quite often, and I'm just going to have to find a way to adjust to it. I don't know if it means I have to play better or just accept that it's going to happen. I don't know, but let's see. Let me know what you think, and we'll pick that up on Wednesday. All right, everyone, please have a good evening. I'll see you all in the morning for the podcast and for Resident Evil. Have a good night.